Now, coming to the symbolism in this poem, the Canonization, it has got a lot of imagery or symbols which John Donne has employed in this poem extensively. Metaphysical poets do use metaphors, similes, images, symbols, to develop their argument, to press upon their argument, or to convince the reader that what they are saying is right. Now, some of the important images or symbols that we have in this poem, right from the very first stanza, we have the image of a palsy, we have image of gout, we have image of 5 gray hairs. Now, these 3 images are negative images, and all of them symbolize weakness in a person. Now, these have been juxtaposed to the love, the act of love of the poet, or the speaker. Now, what does this juxtaposition of symbols or images do? It reflects that कि भाई देखो, मुझ में एक ही अच्छी चीज है, वो क्या है? That is love. और तुम उसी एक अच्छी चीज पे मुझे डांटते हो, बाकी जितनी भी मुझ में चीजें वो बुरी हैं. Palsy, gout, gray hairs, all of these are negative images. And then in the very same stanza, he would imply some of the positive images also. For example, king, wealth, our art, they are again positive images. But those positive images, poet does not associate with himself. He associates those images with the world. Honor, wealth, king, ये जो 3 चीजें हैं, grace, ये जो images हैं, ये भी वो, these would also be contrasted or juxtaposed to his own negatives. And he says that तुझे मेरे negatives ही दिखते, go and do something good for yourself also. I have got one positive and that is sufficient, that is enough. I don't need anything else. And if you want to rebuke me, don't rebuke me for one good thing that I have, rebuke me for 100 negatives that I have. These are some of the images which we find in the very first stanza. And he again uses some very stark images, stark negative images in the second stanza also. For example, when he would be talking about the tempest, about the ship being drowned, about the plague. Now, there are again negative images, and there also he employs such images, such symbols to prove that he is not wrong. He has not done anything wrong. All he has done is love, and this love has not affected the grounds of a person. The ships have not been drowned, spring has not been moved, plaguey bill has not been increased, not one person has become the patient of plague because of this. Now, these are again important images or symbols from this poem. Later, he would give reference to fly and tapers. Now, fly and tapers are also important symbols. They are the symbol of life and death. Fly who goes close to the taper, to a candle, and then she would eventually die. He also uses eagle and dove. Now, eagle and dove are also important symbols. Eagle represents violence and dove represents peace. He uses these juxtaposing images to develop upon his argument. Now, these were some of the symbols that you would find in this poem, The Canonization by John Donne. Now, that is all we have in today's lecture. I hope that this lecture was helpful for you and you were able to understand the poem. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to comment, share, like, subscribe UrAkedmi. For more interesting stuff, keep watching UrAkedmi.